That part. We can't. Yeah, fuck it. I do what I want.
I mean, you can play a couple seconds like that. That's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's like 10 seconds is the limit or something. I mean, I
got a
wouldn't push
TikTok
it. But
violation like a week ago because it was playing on my husband's phone and I was filming him doing a TikTok scroller on TikTok.
Oh, that's bullshit.
see, that's some shit because that's background noise.
Yeah.
Like that's not.
We can't control that, people. God.
It was a good video too, man.
Damn. You gonna intro us up, Steve?
I will. Welcome to the Entertainment Panel. Before you do anything, please hit that subscription button and like this video. Like it, love it, or hate it. Give us feedback and throw us topics by commenting below. And as always, follow us at the Panel Network on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Panel spelled NLE like Choppa. This is your panel. This is your network. How about that?
Yeah.
NLE like Choppa.
Yeah, NLE like Choppa.
I did like that.
I don't like saying it in my white people voice, though. If you guys watch all the pods, my voice is very different on each pod.
Yeah, you code switch.
Oh, like a motherfucker. Yeah. I have to.
We all code switch.
Yeah. But welcome, guys. How you doing?
Hey, speaking of that, can you do a good emo impression like 2014?
2014 emo. I'll just sing the song again.
And please.
Or well, tell them what your costume is and then do the emo version of your costume.
Yeah, I'm not an emo guy. My costume is Eric Killmonger from Black Panther.
Because this is our Halloween episode.
This is our Halloween episode, hence the decorations.
And I wore my t-shirt.
She's not flashing us. She has a t-shirt. It has spooky shit on it.
Secrets of the Moon. Sisters of the Moon.
Sisters of the Moon.
Secret Sisters.
Yeah.
Guys, go ahead and introduce yourselves. And tell us what you're wearing. I know you just told us, but
Yeah, I'm Kathleen Dickerson. Sorry, I have a cold today. You can find me at on TikTok at Kathleen Dickerson.
I am Joey Donuts, and today I am Polly Bleeker from Juno, and my very pregnant wife is Juno. So I'm one half of a couple's costume right now. And I would stand up, but my nuts might fall out if I do. I mean, look at my freaking shorts, dude.
Don't open your legs, bro. Don't
That's
look at
not,
me.
why do you think I'm sitting
In
like
the
this?
eye and open your legs.
I want my nuts to fall out.
No, it's gross. Because I'm looking at like the
Don't look too hard.
No, just like just based off the hair on your legs.
I'm so hairy. I'm a werewolf.
I don't want to
The
know.
mongoose falls out.
Hey-o.
I'm Benny Boy. Catch me on Instagram. I don't have a costume. I'm just ordinary.
You're literally me with no vest on.
Okay, so I'm what, Killmonger
With no vest.
with no vest.
All right.
Yeah, I like it.
Naked Greg, what are you today? He's
Naked
clothed.
Greg.
Naked Greg is clothed. That's his Halloween costume.
You got to switch it up sometimes.
He's still naked. Oh, he's clothed.
Yeah, that was the joke.
Oh, I didn't hear.
His Halloween costume is putting on clothes.
I was looking up this shit really quick.
Keep up.
Yeah, no, well.
We're still waiting on that performance.
'Cause tonight will be the night that I will fall for you.
You gotta move the hair.
Over again. Don't make me change my mind.
All right,
good.
thank you for
That's
watching.
too good.
Just do the whole pod in like emo voice. Fuck you, Dad. Dad.
You don't even care about me.
You didn't even fucking know.
All right, I'm gonna throw 5 seconds of.
There we go.
Hide your kids, hide
Is
your
that
wife.
is that the best Halloween theme song?
It is.
No.
I love it.
That's like spooky,
Spooky, scary
detective.
skeletons.
Yes, I love
I
it.
know
It's
it.
so cute.
It is cute, but when it comes to
But that's so simple.
horror slashers,
and
though,
it's so iconic.
yes.
It is iconic.
Hey, John Carpenter, one of the most iconic.
My wife gets scared when I play that, like in the house.
Now I
Which
do
I will
like,
do
and
to
I'll
scare
tell,
her.
and I'll tell you what I do like is the Halloween, when Halloween came back, the new one that had came back, not the last two, but the Halloween where he comes back and kills everybody. But I love that they remade that song and they put a little guitar in it. That shit made it fucking sick. Like, and you know what's crazy? John Carpenter did do a lot of that, and his kids actually came in and did a lot of the guitar pieces to that song. Like, I don't know if you guys saw Halloween. Did you see the new Halloween? Did you, Steve?
I don't watch horror films.
Oh,
Me
that's
neither.
right.
Do you?
No, I haven't seen that one.
So we have what, one person here? Do you, Naked Greg?
Jesus
Negative.
Christ.
So we have one person here who actually watches horror films.
No,
on our
no,
Halloween
I
episode.
do. I just haven't seen that one. I've seen like The Grudge and The Ring and all those other ones, but I just haven't seen that.
Oh yeah. No, I specifically do not like horror movies.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why I told you
They'll put
you
me
should
to
have
bed.
brought D. Then I
Yeah,
would have
I mean,
had
my
somebody
wife
to
does
talk
love
about.
horror
Yeah,
movies.
I would have somebody to talk about horror movies with.
Yeah, that's true.
It's okay.
I have seen The Grudge and The Ring. And I've seen a lot of the ones that came out when we were in high school because like I couldn't not see them with friends, you know, when everyone's like, "Oh, come over for a spooky movie." I couldn't be like, "No, I don't want to." So I've seen like Jeepers Creepers. I've seen all those because I was in group settings in high school, but I mean,
Saw 1 through.
I wasn't
17.
allowed to watch
I
any
saw
of that
Saw 1 through
You weren't
3
allowed to.
maybe?
No, I grew up in a box. I was one of Jehovah's Witnesses.
What?
Yeah, I grew. Doesn't everything make more sense about me now?
Yeah.
Is that just the unleashed chaos
Like
that I
whenever
put on the
what's
world?
it called when the Amish people like break their
Rumspringa.
Rumspringa. Yeah.
What does that mean? What is it?
It's
What does
when
it
they go-
translate to?
Well, no. What is it? What is
Fun
it?
people stuff?
So yeah, they like
Yeah,
so
party.
basically they leave their colony and then they go fucking crazy for a year. Is it a year or they can go as long as they want?
I think it's literally like 90 days or something.
Is it?
I think it's
I
pretty
thought it was
short.
longer than that.
I don't know.
No, I
No,
think
it's
it's
a
like
few
a
months.
summer.
Is it a few months? Okay.
Well,
So-
someone told me something that was very disturbing. Someone came up to me and was like, "Hey, did you know that most influencers are like ex-Mormon, ex-Latter-day Saints?"
Yes.
And I'm like,
really?
I'm
Mom talk.
ex-Jehovah's Witness. So, and he was like, "Yeah, you didn't know. Welcome."
What the
It's a
fuck?
cult.
Yeah, well, like we're just conditioned to do this shit, but it makes sense because I used to sell Jesus, you know, so I
Yeah.
can sell
Is that
anything.
the ones that like knock on your door?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did a lot of
I
that
love
growing
the
up.
memes about like we're here to talk about your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and they're like chasing. That one's my favorite.
I've never actually chased anyone. I have walked into some pretty weird situations, but when I was doing it, I was like from yay high to 17. So
Dang, Steve.
yeah, it's a different life.
That's
man.
great. It is. A lot of people. Never mind. Like just closing that door on you.
My favorite were the people who acted interested and just were too nice to tell us no, and we're like, "You're not gonna tell us no. We're gonna keep coming out. Shut up. You better tell us no."
Circling back to Rumspringa, Greg, you were right. It lasts from either a couple months to a couple years. And they basically have until age 23 to decide if they want to come back into the community or not. So they can technically leave at age 17. Or I'm sorry, for boys, it's usually you have between 17 and age 21. I'm sorry, for girls, it's between 17 and 21. For boys, it's between 19 and 23. I don't know why there's a difference there. But anyway.
Because we get it lit.
But it's crazy is that like they literally they'll go in and out each year, like, you know, if they want to do it, and then finally they'll be like, okay, do I want to stay in this colony and live the Amish life or go live?
Yeah, sometimes they're just like, dude, phones are fucking dope. I'm never going back. Have you ever seen a car? I'm staying.
That's crazy.
But there's a movie called Sex Drive.
Well,
a
that's-
very underrated, hilarious comedy
Well, that's
movie.
kind of like
that's
that's kind
where
of
I
like when
first
you go to Arizona and you go to like the
So what's this sex drive about though?
The movie Sex Drive?
That's a good movie.
The
Yeah, it's
sex drive.
it's been a long time since I've seen it, but it was basically I think a couple teenagers,
Well, one teenager is like having a relationship with
a girl online,
a girl online,
and he's a virgin.
and he's a virgin, and he lies pretty much the whole time saying he's a football star, but he's pretty much like a geek, pretty much, or a loser.
Catfishing.
Yeah. So basically, he goes, well, I wish I can go. It would be great if I could go see you this summer. And she's like, yeah, you should. And he fucking takes like his brother's car and they take a drive all the way to, I forgot where they went, but it
yeah,
was
they
like
drive across the country in his brother's car, and you know, crazy things happen along the way, antics, if you will.
Yeah.
And one of them is they come across an Amish community, and these
Yeah.
Amish are on Rumspringa, and it's just fucking wild Amish
Hey,
girls.
I love it. I love what's his name? Is it the one? Forgot his name. The actor. I think it's like his last name's Green or something.
The chubbier guy?
No, the skinnier guy. Remember he was like super sarcastic with everything.
Seth Green.
Seth Green. Yes.
Oh, Seth Green played an Amish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He played an Amish guy. Yeah.
Like I loved it that like each time that he's like, yeah, of course I love Like everything that he said was super sarcastic, and I'm just like, I want to punch you in the fucking face.
No, that's a very funny, underrated movie.
It is.
Clark Duke, he's the actor who plays his friend Lance. He's from Hot Tub Time Machine.
Yes.
He played the younger, like chubbier kind of kid in Hot Tub Time Machine. This was like one of his first movies, and he is hilarious in the movie. James Marsden plays the brother. Seth Green is in it. Yeah.
And then his car was like the Dukes of Hazzard,
Yeah, something like that.
like an orange, like he had an orange. I think it was like a GTO, something like that. So
Yeah, something, but very funny movie.
very funny.
Anyway, we got sidetracked there.
No, it's okay. We'll get right into our first segment, entertainment news, and we'll keep it light. We had a little dark piece of entertainment news, and I'm just going to skip over it. But Universal Orlando announces Epic Universal Theme Park. It's slated to open May 22nd, 2025. Have you guys ever been to Universal before?
No, but I love roller coasters.
Like for real?
Yes, I am such a thrill seeker.
So you go to
It's
Six
ridiculous.
Flags?
Yes,
Six Flags over Texas?
Astro World, whenever it was open.
Have you
Yeah.
been to Six Flags here?
There's a Six Flags here.
Like
Why would
an
there
hour
be
and a half
Six
away.
Flags here?
Gurney, I think.
Gurney, Illinois.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh, no.
Spooky ghost.
She's alive.
we're just going to leave that there.
Although by definition, she's dead. She's a ghost. She is Ghost Malone.
very much
I
dead.
was more Universal in the 90s when I was I think 95 when I was like 6, something like that. 6,
That's
7.
the last time you went to Universal? You got to go as an adult.
No, but that's when it was Jaws, King Kong.
Oh, yeah.
Back
They
to
still
the
have the
Future,
Jaws thing, I think.
Back to the Future. Like that's what I remember because those are the movies I grew up with. But now it's completely changed. Like all those rides are pretty much gone. So, but I think when I go to California for Disneyland, because we're going to Disneyland for California and Adventureland, we will be going to
Universal?
Universal.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm gonna check it out. See if anything.
I heard somebody kicked some kid's head on a roller coaster. The kid was walking underneath, like sneaking through, and the guy kicked his head accidentally.
Just like football punted it.
Football punted it, broke his leg like 8 places, and then I think they said the kid's head came off, but I might be like wishing and hoping.
Yeah, that it just like landed in another ride.
But either way, like what a fucking surprise.
God.
Go on a
Didn't see
roller
that
coaster
one
and
coming.
punt somebody's head
Yeah.
off.
Jesus
Have you guys ever
Christ.
seen the page on Instagram, kids getting hurt?
Yeah.
No.
No, tell me more.
Why do you follow these bizarre pages? You have the 9/11 one where every day it's another angle of 9/11, and then now you have children getting hurt.
There's another one.
I feel like there's
another
a
one.
search
There's
Do you
another
have
one.
that
animals
should-
getting hurt one?
You should be
Yeah,
able to walk
there's
I
there's
don't
one.
like that
No,
one.
no, no,
Animal
no,
torture?
not that. It's
Bug torture. or
It's
something.
insects getting tortured.
God,
What?
They have insect lives matter too.
you're on a
I know,
list.
but just hear me out. So there's that one. There's the 9/11. There's put a girl on. You guys have heard of put a girl on?
No,
Yeah,
what is
yeah.
that?
It's a guy. He calls different establishments like every day in a row
Put a
for
girl
like
on.
for like a month, and then he goes, "Put a girl on." Put a girl on.
Oh, creepy.
It's bizarre.
Put a
It's so
girl
weird.
on.
It's
and then they
funny,
get
but
mad.
it's weird.
And like he went to the Taco Bell that he was harassing, and they like tried to beat him up, and they got really upset.
Like I saw some of it, and he goes to the drive-thru, and he's like, hey, I was looking for sauce in the bag, and can you guys put a girl on?"
Yeah.
And everyone inside goes, "What the fuck? He's here!" And like he'll call and be like, "Hey, so wanted to see, are you guys hiring?" And they're like, "Yeah, what kind of shifts are you working?" And he's like, "Well, I'm looking for anyone where you can put a girl." And then it's
It's
unnecessary.
The fact that they get so upset but still answer his phone calls is wild
Right.
to me. Like you think he'd just be like, "Oh, okay," or just hang up or don't respond. Then his videos would be terrible. But the
Yeah.
fact that they get so not excited, but get so over the top about it.
Well, the funniest part is there's like 15 or 30 people that he'll never meet who this is like the ongoing thing in their life where their husband or wife comes home and is like, "This fucking guy comes in every day, put a girl on. Yeah, funny again today, huh?"
Right?
So Steve, what are they doing at Universal?
They got a Super Nintendo World. They have a
hell
Dark
yeah.
Universe. I don't know what the Dark Universe is, but they got a what's it? Helios? I don't know, Grand something. Well, there's Harry Potter too. Everybody loves Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are
absolutely.
they expanding the Harry Potter one?
Now, is this place open already? Or is it like
Harry Potter World? Yeah.
No, they said this is the this is the Wizardy World of Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's been around for a while.
Is this place new or is this place like what is this place?
What are you asking about? The Wizarding World of
Are
Harry Potter?
wizards new?
No, like the
They're
park.
thousands
They're
of
so
years
old.
No, the park. This is a new park, right?
Yeah, the super. Well, what you're talking about is the Super Mario. That's going to be a new park.
Oh, okay.
So Universal is pretty much like Disneyland, where they split two parks together. Where like there's one park where it's all Hogwarts,
Buy one,
it's
get one
all
free.
Harry Potter, and then the other park is like the other whatever. Like I said, I haven't been there in such a long time, but a lot of people go for the Harry Potter. Like
That's all within Universal theme
It
park,
is.
though. You
But-
just
Oh, no,
But you
this is
gotta
a
pay
separate
for-
it's
theme
like
park.
you don't pay separately.
no,
No.
I thought you do.
No, when you go to Universal, it's just a wing of Universal. It happens to be Harry Potter. But It's
Okay.
all within the same ticket and everything.
Oh,
just like
okay.
there's a Simpsons World, which I think is gone or going away.
Okay.
Which I've been to, and
Yeah.
which is cool too. We spent 2 days at Harry Potter World, half a day at Simpsons World because my wife's not really into Simpsons. But you can go to the Quickie Mart. You can go to, like there's a whole food court there that all the food is themed from Simpsons stuff. There's
Yeah.
Simpson rides. There's all these things.
Yeah, this
The
is a
giant
whole
donut
different.
shop.
This is a whole different theme park with a whole nother.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking.
These are like that though,
Oh, are they?
where they're like epic. There was like Epic World.
Yeah,
There was
there's-
like Dark
there's
something,
Dragon, Isle of Burke,
Volcano Bay, Island of Adventure, Epic Universe.
Celestial Park. Yeah, so this
Okay.
is a brand new park with an extra with like I guess I got another Harry Potter.
Well,
gig
I
there.
do like that because, like, say, like Disneyland's different. So Disneyland, there's one park, Disneyland, and then there's like Adventureland in California. You have to pay for both of those. You can't just go to one and do both. You pay for one and you do both. No, you got to pay for one for Disneyland and the other one for Adventureland. So that's
Right.
like almost $300-$400 you're already spending on a ticket for both of them. But
And they're right across the.
Yeah,
Have you
they're-
ever been there?
I've been there once.
Yeah, they're just right across the
from each other. Yeah.
not the street, but the
Yeah,
plaza.
But,
right
yeah, the
across
plaza. But the great thing about it is I like Disneyland and Adventureland a little bit better because it's smaller. It's like you can
They're
do everything.
definitely small.
Yeah, no, you can do everything in one day, like pretty much if you
Yeah.
really
Oh,
wanted
yeah.
to.
We did.
Yeah. So, but like if you go to Orlando, you're doing one day of Magical Kingdom. And
Speaking of Halloween, this is actually a little pro tip. My wife and I did Disneyland and Adventureland or whatever
Okay,
it's called.
yeah.
We did it in the same day on Halloween day, and there was
Oh, did
nobody there
oh, you know why?
because they're all coming at 6 p.m. for
yeah, for the
Mickey's.
spooktacular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's like a Mickey's Haunted Halloween or something, which
Yeah.
starts at 6 p.m. So everybody who has tickets for the day, they tend to come to that because it's one or the other. So we came in the morning. We got there at like 8 a.m., 9 a.m. We did every single ride we wanted to. No lines for anything. Some of the rides we stayed on the ride because nobody else was in line, and we just rode it again. And we did
Nice.
everything we wanted to. I mean, we got like 35,000 steps, and we walked an incredible amount because we hit every single part of the park. And we went over to Adventureland. So when 6 o'clock hit, they kick everybody out, so that way the Mickey whatever thing can happen. So when they kicked us out at 6, we just went to Adventureland. Did Adventureland from like 6 to 9, which is doable because that one's much smaller.
Yeah.
And then we came back out to the plaza to watch the fireworks show, which
And that was it.
yeah, which
Yeah.
is then free because you're right next to the park. You know what I mean? You don't have to pay for it.
Yeah.
So put your email address in below, and Joe will get you subscribed to his travel agency.
Dude, it was
or
the best.
Disneyland World Consulting.
I highly recommend doing that. It was great.
No, it's definitely a good experience if you ever.
But Disney World, that's way bigger. I think it's.
It's
I think
four
we looked it up
part-
one
it's-
time.
it's
It's,
four
14.
parks.
It's like 14 times
Yeah, yeah.
the square footage.
So
or something.
it's
a
like
whole
four.
world.
It's well.
Some
it's,
say.
it's like I said. It's 4 parks. So it's Magic Kingdom. It's
I'll look
4
it up for you.
parks.
And 3 others.
Epcot, and then there's Hollywood Studios, and the other one is the
The fourth one.
The zoo, the one that's like a zoo, pretty much. I forget
Yeah.
what it's called. Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, I haven't been there since like 95, 96, and I don't remember anything. So I do want to go again, but I want to wait till our daughter is like at least
Yeah,
four,
absolutely.
four,
Absolutely.
5,
8.
8 maybe. I don't
You
know.
don't want to carry that kid around.
True, but
And pretty much, they might not remember any of it. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
right. I want her to be
But
old
that
enough to
also
remember.
makes it magical if they don't really remember it because built-in memories. But still,
Kind of. Yeah, I mean, I was there when I was 5, and I remember the road trip. I don't remember much of actually being there. I just remember it being in the car and
Yeah.
So you just drive around and then tell your kid when they're like 13, we
Yeah,
went on
we
this
went. It
trip,
was
you
great."
loved it.
dude. And with technology nowadays, I can easily
AI,
Photoshop
yeah.
her into everything. Like, look, this is you. Remember when you punted that kid's head off on the roller coaster? Be perfect.
Moving on. What do we got next,
Uh,
Steve?
so did you guys see when McDonald's staged Donald Trump to come work there?
I don't feel like it was staged.
Well,
No, they shut it down.
it was definitely staged, but why wouldn't that be the expectation? Why would you think that
How many
they would
times do you
let
have to
normal
get shot in
people?
the head
Right?
before you say, maybe we don't let random people get within
Yeah,
6
there's no
feet.
chance they would have let random people come through the drive-through or into the store.
He's walked in on random people before
When?
at other establishments.
When?
Remember when we went to that chicken joint and talked to all those black people?
You don't think that was staged the same way?
It was staged, but they didn't necessarily know the purpose of him being there. And then
Wait,
there were
why
actual
is
customers
it
there.
a good idea to not have any security for a guy who's already
Right.
had people
Oh no,
try and kill
definitely
him?
have security and stuff like that, but they literally shut down the store
But
and
I
staged
feel-
customers.
Yeah,
like,
because you
the
know what? Because I'll tell you.
president
Because
to
I'll tell
come
you
there.
that
Yeah,
one
but-
where the drive-through where the guy's like, "Oh, Mr. President, I want you to be our president. I want you," and with a huge ass smile, and I'm like, this is fucking fake.
You doing that accent is hilarious.
Now, whether or not the
So great.
people were real,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
but,
the thing. I
But,
don't think the
but
people
the
were.
circumstances had to be 100% controlled.
And then I guess you can't like, and how do I say this without getting demonetized even more than we already are? I guess you have to kind of like vet it because what if someone has a CAR BOMB?
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
When I was talking to my wife about this. I said I wouldn't be surprised if they were all rental cars. If they said,
Yeah.
all right, yeah, sure, you're a real person, but this is the car you're driving through the drive-through. You're not taking the vehicle."
The note that they had for all the patrons was hilarious. It was
the
kind of
door?
like, well, yeah, it says like we're going to be closed this day. We don't pick political sides, but we are going to have a candidate, you know, blah blah blah. Blah. And I just thought like,
Yeah.
but are you endorsing him or not?
But I mean, I don't know. I feel like when it's a president, like you just do it, no matter who it is.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if I'd let Donald Trump come up here and talk.
Yeah, I'm sure we'd be able to manage all the millions and millions and
Of
being
viewers,
the
yeah,
They
that's
would
true.
take the roof off of this place just to have enough snipers on it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not sitting next to him.
Why? He's orange. He's harmless. What?
No,
What
I'm
do you
talking
think Donald
about
Trump smells
if they
like?
because they always miss when they shoot him. So
That's
I'm not
Weird.
sitting
That's
next
weird
to
to
him.
even ask
Oh.
that. That's weird to
McDonald's.
even ask that.
Cheetos.
What does he smell like?
Cheetos.
Cheetos?
McDonald's.
What do the
Cheetos.
Cheetos,
Cheetos right there.
smell like?
But like,
Cheetos
okay, so
smell like
there was
the way
something
he
with
looks.
Harris where a couple months ago she went to like a convenience store and bought whatever. That had to be all controlled.
Malt
There's no
liquor.
way there weren't. There's no way they didn't know every person in there and like patted them down and you know what I mean and had the doors locked. There's no
do you
way.
think?
Honestly, I
Trump's-
didn't know who she was until she actually came out and was like, "Hey, I'm running for president."
Really?
Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I knew she was the vice president, but I couldn't pick her out of a crowd.
I still haven't clipped up last week's show, and I'm so mad at myself. But I'm definitely gonna clip up what you said on last week's
Oh
show.
gosh, yeah.
Yeah, it's priceless. Come on now. But yeah, I thought it was funny. What do you think his McDonald's order is?
I think it was random.
It's
Hey,
definitely the Big Mac.
Hey,
The regular Big Mac or chicken
think-
Big Mac?
No,
The
I
what?
think they like came out publicly and it was like Big Mac, fish fillet.
No, he said he liked everything.
did it?
Yeah.
Did you know there was a chicken Big Mac?
No.
Yes.
I want to try.
You're
it.
on, you run social media.
A chicken Big Mac?
Yes.
Yeah, they just released it a
And
couple
they
weeks
said
ago.
the fillet, the chicken fillet that they use, it's pretty much like a big chicken nugget. Pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I ain't mad about
it's the
that.
same kind of batter.
Yeah.
It's
If
which is
they
different
would bring
from
back
the regular.
snack wrap,
They do. I'm pretty sure.
No, you gotta
the
go to Canada.
original snack wrap.
You gotta go to
And
Canada.
with not the chicken selects, the original
No,
snack wrap.
I want them to bring back the Angus burger.
Oh yeah,
That shit was
nice.
pretty. That shit was pretty fire.
The anus burger? What'd you say?
The Angus burger.
Oh, okay. God. Yeah, right there. Chicken Big Mac.
Shut up.
Which I definitely want to try.
Surprised you didn't know that, Kate.
Yes.
I
15?
think. Okay. So can we say, because we said we were gonna try those banana bacon peanut butter
that
sandwiches.
sandwich.
Oh yeah, we did say that.
We need to.
Okay.
I need to try the chicken.
We need to get we got to get everything ready for that, I think, and then we'll try the Big Mac chicken sandwich.
Joe, just have it DoorDashed here.
Yeah,
Do it, Daddy.
I need 7.
And
Do
then,
it,
I'll,
Joe.
and then I'll pick it up.
yeah.
Um,
No, just have it.
also,
DoorDash here.
Krispy Kremes are now in some McDonald's.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
First,
But
up,
do they have the light?
No, it's
No.
it's
They just
literally-
get dropped off in the morning. They stay in a warmer all day.
Oh no, I want to
No,
be
they
hot
said
or
no,
nothing.
I heard
They don't make 'em there.
I watched a couple food reviews on that. And they said it tastes like ass.
Well,
well,
yeah,
Krispy
unless they're
Kremes are
hot.
trash.
Some people eat ass.
Ooh, not when they're fresh.
Not when they're fresh. Not when they just come out.
Baton Rouge,
let's-
Louisiana
let's
has
dive
the
in
best
on that.
Krispy Kreme.
But
Literally?
This anus burger.
Anus burger.
Have y'all ever had a donut burger?
Yes. I
So
fucking love
good.
it. Oh my God. I've never had a bad one.
I've actually also had a peanut butter and jelly burger.
Peanut butter
Oh,
and
yeah.
jelly. I mean that.
Oh, yeah.
Can't be
It's so
terrible.
good. It's messy, but it's so good. Have you ever had peanut butter on a burger just in general?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Oh.
not.
Anytime I
if you
go a
guys
place,
ever
I get it.
are in Brookfield, Illinois, Burger Antics.
Where's Brookfield?
Oak Brook?
No, Brookfield,
That's a place.
Brookfield, Illinois.
Yeah, it's a
Burger
place.
Antics has the best PB&J burger I've ever tasted in my fucking life. Like
yeah.
I like the jelly just like oozing off the burger. Oh,
But see, that's what makes
What
PB&J
flavored
burgers
jelly?
hard. to
it was.
eat,
I have to
they're so
say it
messy.
was probably it was strawberry.
Yeah, the messy
Really?
on the burger,
Strawberry,
the
not
better
grape.
it tastes.
No, strawberry.
Okay.
And it wasn't like thick, like you know how sometimes you get that chunky jelly. No, it was just kind of like
Jam?
drizzle. Yeah, like jam.
I'm
Pretty
starting to
much.
realize how innovative I really fucking am because I was doing this over 10 years ago. On some fat nigga shit. Just
You think
Like a honey bun
peanut
burger?
butter and jelly burgers have been around for a long time.
don't
More
you?
than 10 years
no,
ago.
I did it. But it was
Guy,
the,
when I
it
was
was
a-
the, no. It was the way that I did it. Me and my old roommate Jonathan. Jonathan, if you're watching, shout out you. I don't know where you're at in the world, but hope you're good, guy. We were. I told him about this is what I want, and we made it together. I think he did most of the work. I don't know who remembers, but anyway, we used like dough. We made dough with it, and like we put the burger in the dough and the peanut butter and jelly. Like we cooked the dough first, or something happened. But when it made it like a hot pocket of peanut butter and jelly,
Like a
and burger.
calzone.
Yeah, like a calzone. We did a calzone style.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it
It
was
sounds
crispy
like
and
you
flaky.
made it uncrustable with meat in it.
I love an Uncrustable.
That is
I
pretty good.
hate it when people diminish all the work that we put into things.
I'm
The
just saying.
research and development that went
You
into me
made
putting
there was
burger
dough around
inside
it,
an
peanut butter and
Uncrustable.
jelly on the
That's it
inside.
right there.
That's an uncrustable.
Steve.
You just added meat to it, which I'm not saying I
That
wouldn't eat.
looks fucking amazing.
Show Joe.
That looks like porn.
You are diminishing the Fat Boy research and investigation that's occurred.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, and bacon on it. Yeah, that's
Yes.
going in my
Yeah.
mouth.
Yeah. Put it in my face.
Yeah. Anytime I go to a place, if they have a burger that has peanut butter on it, I'm getting that burger.
And funny story, because me and my buddies did go to that Burger Antics place, and as we were having our burgers and food, the lady was creating a new drink because that's what they do there too. They create new cocktails and stuff like that. So they're like, "Yeah, we're creating a new cocktail. Would you guys like to try it?" And I'm like, "It's free. Yeah, it's free." So she started doing it. It's like, "What do you think we should put in it?" I said, "Put a little bit of amaretto. Make it a little sweet." They're like, "All right." So they put a little amaretto, and they're like. And we tried it, and we're like, "Damn, this is really good." And they're like, "You know what? We're gonna make a drink. We're gonna make a drink since you made the
Name
suggestion."
it after you.
Named it after me. It was breakfast at Greg's.
Huh.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. I was pretty happy about that.
And have you been
Oh,
back since to see if it's
Yes.
still on the menu? And
yes.
it is?
Yes.
Really? So they weren't just blowing smoke up your ass?
No.
Have you guys ever had anything named after you before?
That costs
No.
extra.
Named after me? I don't think so.
I had a child named after me once. That wasn't my child.
That's weird.
Well, I kind of, not really. I sold,
No,
My
really.
child, but
That's
it was
super
named
weird.
after me.
I sold this couple a car, and we had a really great experience. And I spent like 5-6 hours with the people.
I love this Toyota. What's your name? The baby's coming now.
Yeah, and they ended up naming the baby after me. I was going by Cortez at the time. Not after like me, but
It was
they
between
liked my name.
Cortez or Corolla, and they went with Cortez.
Dude, I just found a
What's
dread
the
in my
finance
pocket.
manager's name?
Wow.
I just found a fucking dread in my pocket.
Is it yours?
Yeah.
It just fell off.
Where'd you come from, little buddy? It's like a worm. That's wild. Next topic.
They're all over your
Mike
face.
Jeffrey?
Yeah, right. I have nightmares sometimes that I wake up and I have no hair.
Really?
Yeah, it's wild.
I get the one where my teeth
Teeth fall out?
shatter. No, they shatter, and then I choke on them. Because I swallow them, they like
guys
turn
have
into
terrifying
seashells.
dreams.
And
I
then
get the
it's
teeth fall
blood
out
everywhere.
all the time.
No, it's crazy.
I can also wake myself up from dreams. If I'm having a bad
lucid
time,
dream.
not quite. I can't control what happens in my dreams.
That's
I can.
step one. If you can wake yourself up.
Well, that yeah. But yeah,
Step
if I'm
4
having
is
a
Inception.
if I'm having a bad time in my dream, I say out loud in my dream, I'm like, no, I'm done with this, and I just snap out of it. But yeah, like if someone's trying to kill me, as soon as they start chasing me, I'm like, nope, and I just wake up. Or if I fall off something, I just pull myself out. Or like anytime it's starting to go bad, so I don't really have nightmares because I just end them before anything happens.
All right.
Every
Leveling
once in a
up.
while,
And this is why Joe doesn't like horror movies.
Last part of entertainment news: Britney Spears decided to marry herself.
Wow.
What does that mean?
Wild.
I don't know.
It means
Is it like
that
a recommitment?
I
She's
don't know. It's your story.
loving. No, okay. So she's loving herself so much now. She's been through so much that she's committing to herself. Like it's not. I mean, she also is way bonkers, but I think that it's more of like a self-love thing than a weird I'm crazy thing.
Well, if it's self-love, then obviously we'll just give that a round of applause.
But marriage is a legal thing.
You can marry a dog these days. Like
Not
it's
legally.
getting weird. I don't know. They're blurring the lines.
I know niggas who act like dogs who got married.
I mean, come on. Did you see that video? Did you see that video
Snoop Dogg's
where?
married.
No. Did you see that video where that cop stops the two guys and he goes, oh, you don't have a physical ID? No. He had like a collar and it had his name on it. He's like, I generalize myself as a cat. I categorize myself as a cat. So this dude flipped it on him. Like literally, he was like, well, if you want your partner or your owner to, we have to take you to the pound to get you like rabies shots and stuff like that. He's
Right.
like, well, I don't have $70 to do that. And he was like,
And we're
how
putting
about,
you down.
and he's like, well, how about you just give me a real ID so I know who you are, so I can give you a ticket so you can go on your way instead of having you go through all this bullshit. Like I just don't understand.
People are nuts.
Yes, I'm a
don't
cat.
get it.
Let me just categorize myself as a cat.
Did y'all like see with the kids that are going to public school? They're like, oh yeah, homeschoolers. You know, it's weird back in the day, but now when you send your kid to public school, they're identifying as like animals and they need litter boxes and stuff. Like kids are so weird these days.
Are you gonna do homeschooling?
I'm really going back and forth on it. I mean, especially with like pipeline life, it kind of makes sense to homeschool. And I don't want my child sitting at a desk for 8 hours and not be able to move or express himself or get out his energy. So I go
little
back and
kids
forth.
got to do little kid shit.
Right?
Yeah.
And I just hate that they're zombies for 8 hours a day.
Or they
And then
may-
they come home with homework? Hell no. I will be the mom that's like, fuck your teacher. I'm not doing it. I mean, don't literally do that.
And what?
Don't say that to the husband.
And you know what? And what's crazy is like the supply list.
Right?
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Like
give
this-
him a pencil. That's it.
Like the supply list used to be just like a little like, okay, couple trapper keepers, folders, paper, pencil, number 2 pencil, a couple pens here and there. No, now it's you need
Germex.
Germex,
Paper towels.
four boxes of Kleenex.
Yeah,
like
that's because the teachers don't want to have to buy all that shit. Which should be the school in the first place.
That's
Yeah.
because they make the teachers try to buy. The teachers are broke.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
the teachers are just trying to pass the buck off to. They're like, if every student brings in this, I don't have to spend $500.
If every
my
student
whole
brings in a
paycheck.
loaf of bread once a week,
But
for
that
me.
shouldn't even be the
it
because
shouldn't
the
be the
school
problem.
should.
The school should the
There's money allocated
The school
to that,
should
but
just be
the people who
supplying.
run the schools really suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, schools need more funding.
Or they're embezzling that shit. You know what I mean?
I knew a girl who her boyfriend was a gym teacher, and they go, "Yeah, we had like 500 too many tennis rackets. So you guys want any tennis rackets?" And everyone at the company got like 3 tennis rackets.
Well, I
I was like, "This sounds criminal, but like, bro, free shit."
like
I love
Tennis
embezzlement
now.
when I'm getting
Well,
it.
no, what's crazy is because now, like, the Hammond schools are pretty much shut down. Like, Morton High School is it's done. Morton High School's done. Gavitt's done.
Everyone
Is this
just
like a local
graduated.
thing?
Hammond High
or-
is done. Like,
Yeah.
like it's just it's like. So I was like, where the fuck is all these kids going to then? If that's the case, what?
Quit.
Yeah, they just graduated. We're done.
Yeah, we finished. I
finished.
completed all
Shit, I
all
wish I
6
was-
grades that was
Right,
required of me.
Fuck. I wish I was there at that time.
Oh, that'll be enough news. You guys want to talk about Halloween shit now?
Yeah.
Let's
All right,
get into
let's
some
get
spooky
into
stuff.
it. Let's get spooky.
All right, because I know a lot of you guys are not big horror movie people, but what was your top horror movie you ever saw, like all time?
Medea's Family Reunion.
He was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Never seen that one.
You're not missing out.
Okay, so of the movies that would be considered actually a horror movie, I would say The Shining. Like I actually do like The Shining
Yeah, that's
because it's scary, but it's not like ghosts, zombies, creatures. There are some, obviously, like there's some supernatural elements to it, but for the most part, it's rooted in just creepy thriller, whatever.
Yeah.
Which I love thrillers. I just don't like scary
Absolutely.
movies. So like The Sixth Sense, I like that one a lot.
I wouldn't classify that as a
Horror?
M. Night Shyamalan. M. Night Shyamalan.
That would definitely more be thriller and suspense.
Suspense.
Yeah.
But if there's like, spoiler alert, 38 years later, if there's dead people involved, I feel like it's kind of in like the dead people-ish category, which is the Halloween theme.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else you guys got?
It's not a movie, but I love American Horror Story season 1. That one was, yeah,
No, that hits that horror category
for sure.
For me, it probably would have to be Halloween. The old school. Just to get just the way that movie was in that time, like just that motherfucker used to scare the shit out of me. Coming out the bushes like that, like, and then just disappeared, just like fuck you, dude, fuck you, Mike. And then Freddy Krueger, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep for days because like I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna have a nightmare. This motherfucker's just gonna kill me in my nightmare.
You saw it when you were a kid, I assume.
Yes. Well, me and my brother were 5 years apart. So when he was like 12, he was watching this shit, and I'm just like, I had to watch it because it was either that or he's kicking my ass. So I had to sit there and watch the movie.
Who's your brother, Eric Menendez? Jesus Christ.
No, but I mean when I first started watching horror movies, I was scared, but then at the same time I was just like, it definitely brought that what did I say? Terror. Yeah, there you go. That terror into it, and then where I was like, but they don't make them like they used to. It's like every movie I watch now, horror movie wise, just not. I'm just sitting there, fucking like, okay, this is not scary. Not
When
at
you're a
all.
kid, things are way
No,
scarier.
but still, it's
Grown men scary is a different formula.
No, but the problem is that probably even as I still want to feel like that as when I was a kid. Like, please give me a movie that's gonna make me.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's hard because you've advanced
chasing
mentally.
No, but
That prefrontal cortex.
I assume.
You've had scary movie crack already. Nothing else compares.
Object
Chasing
permanent.
but at the same time, it's still soft. The horror game is still is pretty much soft because now they're trying to come with Exorcist this, Exorcist that, thinking that it's gonna revamp itself. It's not.
So you know what was interesting, and obviously can't be replicated. But do you guys remember when Blair Witch Project came out?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
that
was
shit
terrifying.
was so real because like obviously the internet was around, but not enough for people to be able to figure out. You know,
Right.
that it
Couldn't
was
fact
like
check.
yeah,
It's like
right.
that was like the 1900s when the first like special effect came out, and we're like, we've never seen a train upside down.
Yeah, it was like found footage, and oh, this is a VHS tape, and this movie theater got the tape.
But they're chasing us.
Yeah, and then I thought I kind of think a little bit of that feeling came back with the original like Paranormal Activity. I feel like there was
Yeah,
enough
yeah.
people who were like,
Bro,
oh shit, is this
freaked-
real?
I remember that was like the first horror
paranormal,
movie
yeah.
I ever really watched, and it fucked me up.
Oh, Paranormal Activity.
It
did.
thoroughly fucked me up.
And it was the same genre, the same
Yeah.
found footage, is this
Right.
real type of thing. Now I feel like that can't be done anymore.
No.
Like people aren't gonna fall for that
Which
shit
is
anymore.
smart.
But like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, did y'all ever see that one?
Yes.
That one's a good one.
It is
Very
the
good.
the OG original. Yes.
Yeah. I'm like, oh no,
Once they started-
tripped again.
Yeah.
He's gonna
But
get you.
like it definitely is when it comes to franchising, like Michael Myers, Jason, Freddy Krueger, Leatherface, like the originals were the best because you were a kid, and at that time in that genre, it blew everybody's mind. Now they try to do all these remakes, and it would be great to see another remake of maybe Jason and another Freddy, see what they can do with especially what special effects they got now. But like I said, it's just every movie now I see is soft. Like Saw, when I saw the last Saw that came out, I was like, this is soft.
Well,
Like-
it's not terrifying, but those one of the found 411.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, those with that I think his name's like Mr. Biggin. He's on YouTube.
Yeah.
He does like spooky storytelling. But like those are actual stories that are like real things that happen.
Steve.
And I'm not like a Mr. Scary story, but I'm like, this is some spooky shit.
I'll tell you this, Steve. Would you like Tales of the Crypt to come back?
Leprechaun.
Oh man, Leprechaun in the Hood.
I hate black people. No, I mean, I can't say that. I hate what black people do in cinema sometimes, like the Blackula phases.
Oh man.
God.
Can you sample the leprechaun in Alabama? You got to go.
Did anybody watch Tales of the Crypt when they were little?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Those were good times. But I would say the longest franchise that made money in the horror is probably Scream. Mm-hmm. Because they're still making money, and
Wasn't that a spoof though?
No, that was
It's a
scary,
scary
movie.
movie.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where they made fun of
Yeah,
Scream.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
But
Steve,
it
can you
has-
put the leprechaun, the sketch up?
I will. Yeah.
I gotta say that is the longest running franchise right now because they're now making another one of Scream, and Jenna Ortega and that other girl's not gonna be in it because of just discrepancies and shit like that. But they're bringing back like OG characters and all that. So
What are you guys' favorite costumes?
So I had one that I've worn every year for probably 20 years. And I actually haven't worn it in a
What
couple
is
years now
that?
that I think about it. It's a nightstand.
I just pictured like.
Well, I can
that
show you. I
Christmas-
have pictures.
that Christmas
You have
movie.
20 years of it.
That's you.
Yeah. Well, when I was fat and young. But yeah, so this was my costume.
He looks like the leprechaun.
This is from college.
Got to go.
But I've been wearing it since high school when it was definitely not appropriate because the point is that I'm a one night stand. And so on top of the costume, it's got money. It's got a notepad with like a kiss, and it says like "call me with a phone number." It's got condoms. It's got cigarettes.
Oh shit!
The lampshade that I'm wearing on my head has like
You were
thing
wearing
pull.
that in school?
So I wore this to high school.
It was funnier when you were just furniture.
No, it's one night stand.
I was like, God damn.
But I wore it all through high school, all through college, and then even after college, I continued to wear it. But in college,
That
it
thing
was
must
fun.
smell terrible.
It actually doesn't. I don't know
20
how.
years of Halloween as a specific day is the nastiest clothing combination.
But in college, I would go to parties, and I'd have it on, and I'd pull, just like in that photo there, I'd pull my arms in, and I would get down on my knees, so I would just sit, and I would just sit completely still, and I'd scare the shit out of people walking in the house because they would think that I'm
Yeah.
a fucking lampshade in a stand over there in the corner. People would put drinks on me. Like I would hold my arms up so it's flat on the shoulders, and people would set their drinks on my shoulder.
So did
pretty fun.
it work out for you with the ladies, Joe?
Absolutely not. I always went for funny with my costumes.
I know.
Wait,
but
a Halloween costume based on puns.
Wasn't going to be
Didn't
late.
get them panties dropped.
I just remember walking back from a party in college, and I was wasted, and I was going back to my dorm or whatever, and I just remember some guy drunk in the parking lot yelling, "Fuck you, Tin Man!" And I was like, oh, I've never heard that one before. No one's ever called me the Tin Man when I'm dressed as a nightstand.
I was Dwight once. Like, Dwight.
Right.
And,
okay.
From The Office.
Okay, I'm trying to think. I'm like,
For those uninitiated.
yes, Office, yes.
and it was in another country. And so the American people who saw me loved it. And all the people who were not from that country were like, who's this fucking nerd?
They just wanted to beat the shit out of you.
It's, yeah.
Benny, what you got?
Oh man, I don't even know if I should say it, but
Yes.
Do it.
okay. I think it was. What was it like? 4? No, I want to say 5 years into working at Costco. It was my first time going to Mitch's party.
Shout out, Mitch. See you this
Shout out
weekend.
Mitch. Weekend 26. If you guys are there, come down. Make this a banger. But anyways, so my buddy Patrick PB said, "Hey, dude, you should become," because I had a long beard at the time, like super long. It was like
Really?
probably it was probably
Since I've
down-
known you?
Yes. It was super long. It was like probably down here. So Patrick had a great idea, and he's like, "Hey, man, you should be like a prince, like Arabian prince." And I'm thinking like, you know what? I got the beard for it. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. I had the gold watch. I had chains. Motherfucker, I walk in that bitch, and everybody's like, "Greg, you fucking ready to kill us or something?" I'm like, "Oh God." I'm like, and Patrick's laughing. He goes, "I told you," but everybody was like, "Dude, you have the best costume here." And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "I feel like I'm a little racist right now." I feel it.
We'll let the internet be the judge of that.
And you know what? And it didn't kick because it was at the time it didn't kick in my head till like later on, and everybody's like, "Greg, I don't think you should have wore that costume."
Greg, we need you to leave the party.
Like I was like, "Was it that bad?" He goes, "No, it's a great costume, but it's just, I just wasn't for you, man." I was like, "Oh my God." I was like, "No." I told Pat, I was like, "You planned this?" And he's like, "Yeah, I did. I got your ass." I was like, "Fuck you, dude."
What you got, Kay?
So this year I'm going as Velma from Scooby-Doo, and my husband is going to be the bus.
Ooh.
So
Why is that?
I can ride him later.
That's nasty.
Yeah. So we'll see if it's my favorite this year. Yeah.
Is he gonna be?
That
Is
is
he gonna be
creative.
the mystery machine or
Mystery bus. Yeah.
So the mystery machine?
Yeah.
Because when you first told me he's the bus,
You thought Jerome Bettis?
I immediately thought football.
Right.
Oh,
The
no.
continuity is right there.
Oh wow, that's wild.
There's like a whole brand around their car. It's not like the bus.
Well, yeah. I'm not a big Scooby Doo fan, but my husband's into Velma, so
He's a Velma head, huh?
What a
is.
guy.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be his fantasy.
Yeah, I was like, if I'm gonna have to
Did
buy
you
the
already have the
outfit
outfit?
anyway, no, I'm gonna have to buy it anyway. I was like, might as well wear it for Halloween.
Can't wait to be a sexy boss. Didn't know they made sexy
Yeah,
boss costumes.
but my favorite costume a couple years ago. This is 2020. I went as Moira Rose.
Ooh, Moira.
I did very well.
Who's
And
that?
from Schitt's Creek, the mom.
Oh.
Yeah, and I stayed in character all night long.
Nice.
It was pretty great. And then my husband went as a squirrel with a nice sized pair of nuts.
Tight.
That's nice.
That's awesome.
That is cool. Wow.
You can see those nuts from over there.
Yeah,
can
those
zoom
are
in on it
those
real
are
quick.
pretty big nuts.
By the way, this is me blacked out at a party with people putting drinks on me.
That's it. There you go.
Oh my god, that is crazy.
I will share.
Go ahead, Steve. I want to hear this.
This is the one and
Fuck
only
you, Tin
time.
Man.
The one and only time. I'm glad I'm here.
This is the one and only time I've ever went full Halloween.
Okay.
This is a couple years ago. I was dating a girl, and she wanted to do the Kim Possible thing, and I was like, okay, cool.
Text me, beat me, that one.
Yeah. So she went.
I don't know if that's how it goes.
but I
Text
think
me, beat.
Beep me is what I then realized. I heard beep.
Weird sex.
She's so cheeky. She wanted to do it. Cheeky
I'm
girl.
I'm pretty sure he was beating it later, anyways.
Ron? Unstoppable?
So we were paired up with another
Naked
group.
roll mat.
We were paired up with another couple, and they went as Ron and Kim, and we went as the villains. So
Okay.
she was Shigo or something like that, and I was like the doctor,
Yeah.
Okay.
the evil doctor, but his face is blue.
So how did that work?
You went as Blueface?
So I painted my face blue. She got me blue makeup, and it looked like white face. And there's somewhere
Blue and black make white now.
somewhere
on the color wheel.
there's because I had my beard still.
Oh,
Somewhere there's a picture of me. I
Face
don't
paint
know
with
if I
a
have
beard
it,
is such a bad look.
but I'm just like in full, and I didn't have like a full dreads or anything like that. So I'm just in like full white face all around my eyes, and
So in like 7 years, you're gonna go to prison for that.
well, Steve.
the story gets
Photo on Earth.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
worse.
the story gets worse. It wasn't really about the costume, but it's just you have to imagine that I'm in a full lab coat and I'm in like
face.
blue scrub like garb and boots, right? And white
Right.
face.
Right.
So we go to Michigan City. We hit up a couple, places that were doing Halloween stuff. I immediately fell out of place. But there were other people there that understood our, so
costume.
our costume. We were in a costume contest. It was pretty cool. So we stayed there, drank a little bit, and then we decided to go back to closer this way, Maryville and whatnot. At the time, her and I were in a situationship where she would fuck other guys, and
Whore.
hey,
It was a situationship.
but I was kind of okay with it because
Kind of okay with it?
It was happening, and you dealt with it.
exactly.
Y'all compromised and she got her way.
And I was just like, because she had a very bad drinking problem, and when she got blackout drunk, she just wanted to fuck other guys, and I didn't want to fuck her when she was blackout drunk because it made me feel like weird because she was not all there. So I was like, if you're gonna do that when you're blackout drunk, cool, I don't care. So anyway, we went to this place in Scary Gary, right? And
Is that like a special neighborhood inside Gary, or is that
it is the
every place
scariest.
inside
It's one of the
Gary
scary
after
parts.
dark?
It's one of the scary
One
parts.
of the scary parts.
One of the
Scary
scary
Gary.
parts.
Okay.
On the way in, I already didn't want to go there because she's a frequent there, and I used to have to like pick her up at 3 a.m. when she's blackout drunk, fighting me to get in the car, and I hated it,
That entire sentence is just
bro.
terrible.
Bro. bro.
These
so
are
bad.
choices you made.
I know. On the way in, I see guy she likes to fuck when she's blackout drunk.
Keeps getting better.
He's like, it's about that time.
He's walking
So much
out.
to say, but I'm trying to be nice over here. You're making it so hard.
He's walking out. I'm walking in. He's 6'5". I'm not. He looks at me. I'm in white face. And he looks at her and he goes, "What's up?" And she's like, "Hey, what's up?" And he's like,
Is this your cuck?
he goes, "Hit me up when you're done here."
Right in front of you.
And I'm like, "What?"
Homie?
So I walk in and her and her friend are like, "Hey, are you good?" Like,
Wait, he tells you to.
No, he tells her in front of him. Like, hey, when you're done with this, let me know.
yeah. And I'm like,
Wait, so we wanted sloppy seconds?
no, he's like, when you're done hanging out with this dumb little nigga, like, I'm in white face.
Like when you want to be done being bored, let me know.
Right.
That's what he's trying to do.
So I thought he left. I went back out. I was kind of tipsy, and I made it seem like I was getting something from my car so I can make eye contact with him. Don't know why I did that. I don't have a gun. He clearly has a gun and people with guns with him. So I
Clearly.
and mind you,
I'm in white face. In
Gary. So I walk back in and then they're outside. There's like I walk in and there's like a back way where you can they have like a lot where that's outside. It has like a bonfire or whatever. So we're back by the bonfire, and he comes back there, and she's like, "Chill, let me talk to him." So she's talking to him, and then her friend are talking to him, and she's like, "You know, you disrespect him." But I walk over there. She leaves me standing over there for like 15 minutes, and I'm just like by myself by the bonfire while she's talking to him. So I walk over there, and then he's like,
You're stripping from this.
and he's like,
White tears dripping, revealing your black skin underneath at the bonfire.
just listen.
Just melting. You're just a candle in front of the bonfire.
Joe, let him tell the story. Let him finish, please.
Sorry.
So he and I like have an exchange, and he's like, man, you know, he's like, you acting like that. He was like, but is you her man? He was like, you know, you ain't the only one fucking her. I'm like, yeah, I'm not. I said I might not be, but I'm the nigga she came with. And then so I'm like, I'm the nigga with her right now. Like, what are you talking about? And it was a crazy conversation to be having. But he and I have like
That was how you de-escalated the situation.
I was trying to escalate the situation because I was on 10. But I'm talking. She's like, babe, chill. I'm like, nah, because this nigga ain't gonna disrespect me. I ain't trying to disrespect you. I'm like, what you getting disrespectful? Blah, blah, blah. You know what the fuck that was? She's like, what? She's like, well, he didn't mean it like that. I'm like, that nigga meant that shit like that. Like, don't blame me. Whole time I'm still in white face.
Right.
Still in white face.
Ridiculous way to argue.
So
Somebody twice your size.
she had
Somebody get this guy a step stool.
oh my god, it was so bad. She had surgery. I can't remember the type of surgery she had, but it's the surgery that you have with the rubber band on your stomach and then
Lap band.
Lipo?
right. Because of that, whenever she drank, she got drunk really, really fast, like incredibly fast. Like within like 2 drinks, she's wasted.
What a cheap date.
So she had
a bonfire.
she had 3 drinks, right? And she was like, "Hey, we're gonna leave," and I go, "Okay." And then I'm like, she was like, "Just go inside, away from me. We're gonna leave." So again, I'm by myself, and I'm inside, and I'm fuming. I'm so mad. So then I'm waiting, and like 15 minutes go by, and she's still outside. And then I go to the door, and I look, and I see her like kind of. I'm like, oh fuck. She's like wasted. So I go out there, and I'm like, yo, you ready? And he goes, yeah, she ready. And I'm like, bro, still in white face. I grab her and I'm like, yo, let's go. She's like fighting me this whole time. She's like, I don't want to go. I'm like, Finally, we get in my car. We're arguing all the way back to my house. It's like a 15-minute drive. And then I left when I drove there with her, like in her car. So my car was still at her house, like 30 minutes away. right? And she's like, and she has my keys in her, like, I'm asking her, let's go back to your house. And she's like, no, I'm going to drop you off at your house and I'm going to go back. And I'm like, no, like, you have my keys. Like, you're just going to strand me here. And she had a key to my house and she's like, threw it at me. She was like, here. And I'm like, dude, like, what about my car? How am I supposed to get to work tomorrow? And she's like, I don't fucking care. And so I'm like, well, what are you going to do? She's like, I'm going to go back. And I'm like, what the this is so fucking stupid. It's so fucked up. She ends up leaving me here at my house, going back to the bar, and then ends up spending the night with him.
Oh my God.
In your car?
No, she left my car at her house. So I have no way to get to wherever I need to go. And then I can't remember what ended up transpiring after that, but I just remember looking in the mirror after the night was over and remembering that I still...
This is what rock bottom feels like.
Yeah. And I remember like having to wash the white face off of my face while fuming, calling her friend. She doesn't appreciate me. She doesn't appreciate the things that I fucking do for her.
I didn't even want to wear this makeup.
Yeah, and I didn't want to wear it.
Can you
I
imagine?
don't even know who
In my
Kim
head, I'm
Possible
like,
is.
I'm just thinking in my head, like, I was in a full-fledged argument with a guy who could have blown my fucking head off in whiteface.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if that turned into like a shootout?
And
You had to explain like to the cops.
Yeah.
You went to jail.
Yeah.
In whiteface.
Yeah.
Dressed in Kim Possible.
And I had to like explain who the fuck the character was
Why you're so angry?
while they're tending to my wound. Fucking shot in the chest. I'm the villain from Possible saved my life.
You can call me. You can beat me. You can shoot me.
Anyway,
Jesus.
Wow.
yeah, then that was all
That's
messed
a
up.
night for you, Steve.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it was pretty much over after that.
In his white face.
Anywho,
Anyone else got any Halloween stories?
Nothing tops that. Nothing tops that.
Figured I'd share.
I mean, I have a more lighthearted one from college.
Lighten it up, man.
Yeah, so I was living in the dorm still, and I was living with a random roommate, and this is at Ball State. And I got a phone call. The Halloween night went fine. There's nothing of significance. But the next morning, I get a phone call, and it's like 9 a.m., and I am not a morning person at all. And it's the night after Halloween, so obviously I'm hungover. And I get a phone call, and it's the Muncie police. I'm like, what? So I answer, and apparently my roommate needed to be bailed out of jail. So I was like, okay, what do I got to do? They needed like $100 or something to bail him out. So I give them my information. They run my credit card, bail him out. And I hang out in the dorm. They're like, all right, we're going to drop him off. I'm all right. So he gets dropped at the dorm like an hour later. I see him come into the room, and he's wearing shorts, like jeans, like jorts. He's wearing jorts. He's wearing a white T-shirt with some feathers vaguely stuck to it. And then he's wearing a duck hat. Like it looks like a duck bill on his hat.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, dude, what the fuck happened? He's like, well, and then he takes his socks off, and his socks are wet with piss. Because he sloshes into the room, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he takes his socks off, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is happening? I'm like, what happened? He's like, well, apparently the police arrested me because I was trying to break into somebody's house. And I was like, what do you mean? And I guess he was so drunk he got confused, and he didn't know what house he was supposed to be at for either his friends or the party or whatever. So he thought they were locking him out, like to play a joke on him. So he went up on this Muncie local, just the person who happens to live near college. He went up on their roof in a duck costume that he made himself. So he's got feathers all over him. He's got his shorts. He's got his duck hat. And he's on their roof, and he hangs off of like the gutter, and he opens up their kitchen window upside down.
Holy
and
shit,
he's,
like Spider-Man?
Yeah, and he slithers into their kitchen, and he's walking around their living room like, hey, where are you guys? And the homeowners are like, what the fuck is this?
We're gonna shoot you.
Yeah, so luckily they didn't, but they called the police, so he got arrested. And I don't know when the piss occurred, if he was already piss-filled or if that happened when the police came or whatever. But yeah, he got arrested because he broke into somebody's house in a duck costume.
What'd they end up charging him with?
I don't know if he
Breaking and
actually.
entering.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he actually got charged or if these people are so used to drunk college kids that they're like, we got another
Probably
one.
just trespassing.
Yeah, or something dumb like that. I think he maybe had to do community service or something, but yeah, that was interesting. And that was my first semester, I think, at Ball State, and I'm like, I'm gonna like this place. This is fun. But yeah, that's like the best drunk Halloween story I got.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
It's a good one.
Speaking of Halloween, what is your most favorite trick or treating story? Or do you guys miss the nostalgic of going out
Oh, yeah.
late night till like 11, 12 o'clock at midnight, filling up your bag of candy? And
Never
What
been.
town did you live in where they trick or treated until midnight?
when I was a kid, fuck yeah,
Holy shit!
hell yeah.
You knock on my door after 9 p.m. I'm gonna kick you in the face.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We used to go to the same house. We used to go to the same houses like around the block, all around the neighborhood. Like literally, it was. I would have like 6 pillowcases full of
Oh
candy.
yeah. So that's what I was gonna ask you. What was your gathering maneuver of choice? It was the pillowcase.
Hell yeah.
See, I rolled with a backpack because then I just sling it on my back and I don't have to hold anything.
We had like
Or I could hold-
monogrammed bags, like with your name on it.
Look at white
With
privilege.
what you were gonna be. Like if you were a princess, it'd be pink.
No, I'll tell you,
We went
it used to be like the McDonald's bucket that they used to get when you get the Happy Meal. You get that McDonald's.
Sure, when you're like 5 years old, but I'm saying when you're like old enough to like go out with like when
by
you're
yourself.
10 or older and you're like me and my buddies are gonna just go prowl the neighborhood. I would do the backpack, and then I would have a backup bag in case my backpack got full. Then I could hold that one. But for the most part, I just ran with my backpack.
No, I just
It was easy.
I'd fill up my pillowcase, run back, grab another one, and keep going.
We would turn off all our lights so no one would show up to our house.
You had such a sad
Debbie Downer.
No, like, I mean, okay,
Yes.
so I'm going to be honest. Growing up as one of Jehovah's Witnesses was a lot of fun. And I know it doesn't sound like it was, but it actually was a lot of fun. That was funny to me. I love to fuck with people, like during their little holidays and stuff. I loved feeling like you don't know the real deal about Halloween, you fucking idiot. Like,
You're not close with the Lord Jesus Christ.
yeah, we used to
idiot.
feel like we were better than them because we didn't, you know. So like, I used to love that shit. Like, just turning out the lights, and they're like, "We know you're in there." I'm like, "But you know, no candy for you."
Satanists. Have
Yeah.
fun, Satanists.
Yeah. Hey, Naked Greg, can you check and see if that red light's still on?
So help me God if we're not recording. He almost got us.
Yeah, we're recording. Thanks, Naked Greg.
See you, Naked Greg.
See you, Naked Greg.
But trick or treating was great, and then obviously you knew what houses gave out the bit. Well, I don't know why I'm looking at you. You didn't do any of this. You knew which houses gave out the king size candy.
Yeah, it was
4 cans
Thomas
of pop.
Road in Beaumont, Texas. They always, I mean, $1 million houses, so king size candy bars. But we do it real big in my neighborhood. We block. It's like a block party. So it's only walking. You can't.
Oh, okay.
And then there's a fire truck at one side, and then they have like hot dogs, and then a live band.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
And it's like a maze.
dope. We never did anything like that, but that's dope.
Yeah, haunted house. It's super legit. I miss it.
Oh,
My kid's gonna miss out the first year that he's walking on Halloween.
so
Your fucking Serbian neighbors aren't gonna do.
They love him.
They love him, but they don't love.
They
Halloween.
hate me. Oh, they don't like.
No, Serbian people hate Halloween.
I know this firsthand.
Yeah,
But he's gonna be a cute little dinosaur.
They're gonna think you're devil worship.
fucking yeah.
Well,
My Serbian neighbor won't talk to us anymore because we put out a skeleton. She hasn't talked to us in like 3 years. We gave her cookies. We didn't know that she hated
wait.
us.
Do they speak English?
Yeah.
Mine don't, so they don't talk to me
Oh.
anyway.
No, this lady used to give us vegetables out of her garden. We would give her like cookies at Christmas, Irish soda bread that my mom makes. Like we would exchange like goods throughout the year. Always say hi, all this stuff. Then we bought a 12-foot skeleton. We put out in our front yard. Started doing a little bit more decorating.
Oh.
And I didn't realize this was a thing where Serbian people are afraid of Halloween and think that you're devil worshippers if you like Halloween. So anyway, didn't realize she hated us. So then that year, we put Christmas cookies in her mailbox like we always do. And then a couple days later, I'm outside going to the mailbox and I see the cookies still in the tin, but on the ground, not in her mailbox. And our mailboxes are near each other. I'm like, well, that's kind of weird. So I had like rubber bands around the tin bin the tin thing that it was in. Checked out the cookies. They all looked fine. Closed it back up. Rubber bands around it again. Put it back in the, because I didn't want to put it in there if it was like wet and gross, but it was all fine. So I put it back in her mailbox. The next day, the tin is like 10 feet into our yard. Like clearly didn't fall out this time. The first time I'm like, maybe it fell out of her mailbox somehow. This time, no, 10 feet. I'm like, well, that's bizarre. Then my wife and I started noticing that she would no longer look at us. We would say hi to her. She would just turn the other way. She completely stopped talking to us entirely after that because we have a 12-foot skeleton.
That's crazy.
Just 2 days, and my wife is done now. My wife is done saying hi to her, done looking at her, done pretending. But I still, every time I see her, I say, oh, hey, and I wave, just to make her have to acknowledge that she's an asshole by turning around and walking away.
Oh, I love to kill
Not
with
waving.
kindness.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope you're having the best day.
I go, hey, and I wave, and then she just stares at me
Miss our
and turns
house.
around and walks. Or if I'm outside and she's outside, she'll go back inside the house. She won't be outside if I'm outside.
Yeah, that's sad.
It's very bizarre.
So one year, me and my friends decided instead of going trick or treating, I gotta remember, I think I was probably like 10 years, maybe 9, 10 years old. We decided to pick our favorite serial killer, and then we definitely we would just stage by my buddy's house. So one of my buddies was a werewolf. I was Ghostface. My buddy was Michael Myers. I forgot what I think my other buddy was Freddy Krueger. And so basically we staged each other like we were dummies.
You said serial killers, but you meant like...
Well, like slashers,
Okay.
pretty much. Okay. All right.
I was Gacy, he
I was
was
like Jeffrey
Dahmer.
Dahmer.
Like,
Christ. I gotta understand what I'm saying. So we basically staged like we were dummies, and then so when the kids would come up to get candy, we'd fucking just scare the shit out of them. And like at one point we had to get to the point where we had to stop because fucking we're making like 3-year-old, 4-year-old girls cry.
jeez, well, that's a little too young.
Yeah.
Trying to scare the shit out of me.
But it was like we just started scaring anybody that was coming up. So we were just like, oh, this would be fun.
Yeah.
And then we did it, and then we're like, at the same time we were like, now we did it. Now we don't have candy this year. We got pissed off. We're like, fuck. I was like, damn it.
Played yourself.
Yeah, we did. But
Do you
it was
guys
fun.
do haunted houses?
Yeah, yes, love them. I actually was in a lot of the haunted houses when I was in high school.
Like worked for
Yeah.
them? Like, and how'd you like that?
Loved it. Kids crying. It's great.
Crazy story. We actually, 2 weeks ago, we actually went to Reaper's Realm because they are closing
Like forever?
forever.
Wow, they've been around for so long.
I know.
What is that?
It's a haunted
Huge local haunted house.
house. It's right on Calumet.
Like massive.
Yeah, right on Calumet. It's right off the highway. So right
Is
off
that the
Calumet Avenue.
Calume? Okay, I didn't know how to.
Calumet?
Yeah.
I thought it was
Calumet?
Calumet.
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 It's okay.
But people wait hours for Reaper's Realm.
yeah.
Like there's huge lines for this.
It was cool to do just one last time, just because they were leaving. It reminds me of the good old days when I was high school, going over there. And most of the time I did go because at that time I was talking to a girl and she wanted to go, and I was there to.
That's right, Greg. That's right, Greg.
That's right. But it was a good time. Was it like at that time I was like, man, I just need something to scare me. Just once. Just give me one good scare. Throughout that time, it didn't get into the point till I got to the very end, and I'm just like, oh, motherfucker. I just want to kick this motherfucker's ass right now. But I do miss that they, like, how they used to kind of like just kind of touch you for a second to scare the shit out of you. They don't do that no more.
Yeah.
I do hate that.
Legal reasons.
Yeah.
Probably.
I went to Fright Fest at Six Flags with Fuck Everybody Girl.
Oh, fuck everybody, girl.
Yeah, that was
Another great story.
Did you pay for her ticket?
You know I did.
I know.
And that was the first time I've ever been on a roller coaster too.
Really?
I
Did
went
you
on
love
the
it?
Eagle. I absolutely hated it.
I don't like roller coasters.
I screamed so hard, my spleen, it hurt. I had pain in my side, and I never wanted to feel like that ever again in my life.
The betrayal from the girl or the spleen
No, I
pain?
knew I didn't want to go. I knew I didn't want to go. And she was like, babe, just go on one. Just one. We drove all this way. Just go on one with me. And then you can say you did it. And now you know you don't. What if you love it? What if you've never even been on it? What if you love it? Like, I don't like heights. I don't like plane rides. I don't like any of this shit. I don't want to do this. And she laughed her ass off so hard. Like, that should have been a sign that she wasn't like
She's evil.
Caring.
for me. You
Yeah,
know?
because my husband hates roller coasters, and I'm like, hey, hold my purse while I go.
And then me and
don't like him either?
me and the other guy. No, I'm not. That's my thing.
So when I would still go to Six Flags with my brothers and everything. I hated roller coasters. It was like a waste of a ticket for me, but I had to go because my mom was like, we're all going together, so whatever. So one year my brother said, this year you have to go on every roller coaster with us. I don't give a shit. Like, we're not going to be spending, because I think at that time, Six Flags was like $50 for a ticket, unless you had like a Coke can.
Yeah, then it was 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so we go, and I think the first one was Raging Bull. I think because it was the most popular one. We wanted to get it out of the way, and we didn't want to be waiting so long. So I'm like, my brother's like, don't worry, you're gonna be fine, dude. You're not gonna die. Because in my mind, that's what I think about when it comes to roller coasters: is the heights. Something can go wrong,
Yep.
but thing can fucking fall, come out.
Statistically, you're fine.
That's not what my head.
It's not good enough for me.
No,
That's not.
Okay.
That doesn't overpower fear.
So we're waiting in line throughout that whole time. We're just, my brother's like, you good? You good? In my mind, I'm like, no, fuck no. But I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be a pussy in front of my brother. So I'm like, yeah, I'm good. So he's like, bro, we're almost there. Are you sure? Yeah, we're good. I'm trying to tough it out. So we finally get on the ride. So the thing is like up here to lock you in. And I'm like, fuck this. I'm getting off this bitch right now. And I go like this, and then I bring the motherfucker down as because I kind of got up, and then I went down. I brought the motherfucker down with me, and I was locked in.
Stuck for life.
And he goes, "Oh, now you're fucking stuck, dude. Like you're riding this bitch, and we're in the front." I fucking lost it. I probably had my eyes closed for probably 90% of that ride. Did you enjoy it? I don't know, because I didn't open my eyes for any of it.
No, never again. Never.
I've never been on a like big boy roller coaster before. The only ones I've been on is at Six Flags in their Looney Tunes, kids area. They have one that goes like 20
The
feet
one
in the
that's
air.
like an airplane. It goes,
It's like a dragon, and it goes maybe 15, 20 feet off the ground. I've been on that one. And then that was the biggest one I've been to until Universal Studios with my wife. And we did the Flight of the Hippogriff in Harry Potter World.
Right.
And that was like, I would consider like a medium-sized one maybe. It goes like maybe 50, 60 feet in the air. Like enough where you're above the whole park and you can see everything.
Right.
And I was okay with that one, but I didn't love it.
Yeah.
And I think that's where I'm going to stop. Because I am afraid of heights.
I have one more, and this is the last time I ever rode a roller coaster. So, it was the Batman ride at Six Flags, and you know how they have the chair sitting there when you walk right in. You can try it out to see if you're comfortable with it. So my uncle goes, yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's it's one of the fastest rides. You'll go. It literally is like 30 seconds and you're done. And I'm like,
that's the one you stand up on, right?
you're like hanging pretty much on the Batman. It's literally you're hanging, and you have this thing that's like just, and then the belt's right there, and that's all that's
So your
holding
feet,
you.
your legs
Yeah,
are
you're-
loose.
yeah.
Your feet is
Stand
loose.
up at
Yeah.
first.
Yeah. So pretty much this thing's supposed to lock in. You have the belt to lock you in so it doesn't move. So we get on the ride. I get on the drop. The motherfucker this part right here moves. It comes up. My uncle had to fucking hold it down while the ride is going so I don't fall out.
No.
He literally was like
It's your
this.
time to go. It's your time to go.
No, he's literally like this. He saw it move, and then he's like, the whole time he's just holding that bitch. And I'm like, yeah, fuck that.
No. Good.
Never again.
Your uncle saved your life.
He did. We say that story all the time, and I said, you guys were the ones that said fucking go on that bitch, and now I have to sit here and I almost died.
Try to kill little Greg.
Now it's time for my favorite part of the showcase corner.
What do we got today, Kay?
All right,
we got?
today, starting with my Halloween shirt.
Okay.
Sisters of the Moon, it's $7 on TikTok Shop. So if you don't want to dress up, they come in several colors. This is your Halloween shirt. Going down to the pants, you can get these joggers for $11, or you can do a 3-pack for $30. So they're like 10.
Nice.
These are buttery soft, silky smooth, very comfortable. Love them.
Buttery, soft, silky, smooth.
Yes.
All right.
I'm
I like
pretty
it.
much living in them. The next we got are
I like the shoes. The
shoes are dope.
Yeah.
These are my new snow boots. Do you think they're acceptable for the snow?
We'll see.
They don't look high enough.
Yeah.
You can need higher sides.
I didn't even think they were
Does the
boots.
snow get that?
Yes, Kay.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're new here, aren't you?
Anyway, look at my new rain boots.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess if the snow doesn't get
No,
too
you need
high.
another 5 inches on those.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to go high.
Like a snowsuit?
Yeah.
No.
Like
These
probably
are,
to like
these
here.
are cute though. These are perfect.
No, those you can those even though like for me when you said boots, I didn't think those were boots. I thought those were just some nice shoes.
They're $20.
Nice.
Completely waterproof, very comfortable, and I guess not snowproof. But yeah.
It's probably snowproof.
No, it's probably, but I'm saying once you get high with it, it's
If the snow is gonna go over that, I'm staying inside.
It's the drift that's the snow drifts. You know what I mean? Like it may only two inches may fall, but it'll drift onto one area, so then you're walking through like a foot of it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you just like
You'll find out.
You'll find
You'll find out. The wind
You'll
will
find
whip
out
it.
when you open your door and you're like, the fuck?
what? Like
Yeah.
it'll push the snow away. I can't.
No,
I've seen
you'll
those
just-
videos
you'll
where
just-
like they
like,
open their
you see how-
door
you
and
see-
it's just
Just a
nothing but
wall.
white.
Like
Yeah.
you see how Steve's like when you do your walkway, like you'll just have like 3-4 inches of that.
Yeah.
When you open the door.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm going back to Texas.
Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, I like the idea of snow falling, and I like watching it fall, but I don't like to deal with the aftermath.
Absolutely.
Or driving in it. It's
Right.
fucking
Oh.
stupid.
Yeah, you're gonna drive
Do you
so
put
slow.
chains on your tires?
No,
No.
no,
What? That's not a thing?
not around here. It is a thing, but not around here.
But everybody they just switch over to their snow tires pretty
I
much.
don't.
What's a snow tire?
I stay with all seasons.
Different tires.
So some people do all season. So all season you can do all year. But other people will switch up.
Self-explanatory.
No, but I'm saying some people will just go regular tires and then they'll switch over to their snow tires. Yeah.
Like you go get your tires changed, and there's special tires for your car for snow.
And then you keep your other tires for whenever it's not snowing?
Exactly.
Okay. I have mud tires. Will that work?
Maybe.
Maybe.
All right, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you drive a truck?
I have a Bronco.
Oh, that definitely. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like you'll see people around here who have pickup trucks who will throw things in the back to distribute the weight better.
Oh yeah, like sandbags or yeah.
They'll put
I
weight
was
in the back,
doing-
'cause
I-
otherwise you'll fish tail.
Yeah, because I was putting a lot when I had my Charger, which was a V8, and it was rear wheel. I was definitely I had probably like 10 to 15 bags of sand in the back because once I started revving that bitch up, it would just put me in like donuts all the time. Like I'm literally, I could not like just even if I tried to drive straight or even very slow, it was just a little gas, fucking just start sliding. And I'm just like fuck that.
I'm just glad I have Texas plates, so people will be like, well, she has an excuse. She's good.
She's good.
That's why she's in the ditch.
Right.
What else you got with you?
All right, socks. There's 8 pairs for $6, so really cheap socks, very comfortable. And if you are a millennial, the millennial girls do not wear these kind of socks, but if you want to fit in with the younger generation, they're buying these socks. So that's what we're going with. Miyoki Cup, they are half the price of a Stanley. They do the exact same thing. I love how they've got, they don't make the little squeaky sound, but
Okay.
in here, it's a lever instead of And
That's pretty
can I
big
get
cup.
wet?
Wait, what?
What can I get wet?
You?
All right, it's supposed to be waterproof.
All right. Yeah. There we go.
Nice.
So. But it is not with the straw.
What's with the straw tip? Oh, it didn't.
That's silicone so you don't break your teeth. There's been a lot of people that have had like chipping their front teeth.
Oh, because they
of
go
the
real
metal
quick,
straw.
and they go real quick and trying to drink.
I've
and
actually
shift
seen it happen. I was on vacation in Destin and I was with a girl. Oh my goodness, it was horrible. So
I bet she wasn't happy about it.
it was our first day there too.
Oh
Baby.
shit!
It was horrible.
Okay.
Oh shit! More.
My Mary Poppins bag here. Will you hold that for me? All right, these are headphones.
Okay.
They are really good sound quality. They're very comfortable. This is memory inserts. And they, remember, you told me I was like blasting terrible headphones. These are actually good sounding headphones.
Okay, good.
Yeah, $32 and very comfortable.
I like the case too.
Case,
The case is nice.
Do you want to rock those from now on?
I am going to rock these. Yeah.
I mean, like here.
Would they plug in?
Yeah, they have double auxiliary ports. So yeah, that cord that's right there, it plugs in so you can literally use those here.
Okay, I'll bring my own headphones now.
All right.
I don't know how to get them back in here. I'll give you a task.
Joe knows how to do that.
These
Yeah.
8 for $3. They have so many different colors and styles, sizes. Perfect stocking stuffer for Christmas this year. This one. I meant to bring this out. It is a mini diffuser. It is kind of expensive. It's $60, but the thing that pops out. Let me see if I can figure this out. Okay. Comes with one of these, or it comes with 3 of these, but it also comes with an empty one, and you can use your own oils.
Nice.
The diffuser is just real nice.
Yeah.
I can smell it already.
I have a cold, so I opened it and I can't smell it, so
I can smell it.
I can smell it.
yeah.
$60 doesn't seem too bad because my wife and I just bought one. It was $100.
Really? Okay, I didn't know how they price because I've never been like an oil type person,
Yeah.
but
Ours is about twice the size.
yeah,
But it was 100. So
right. And I would assume it would do the same
Joe,
thing.
take it
but
back
just, like a
and
little
buy
bit
this
less.
the one advantage I would say that I can tell is the one that we have is it has like a ring of lights, so it kind of gives you ambient lighting in the room, and then it's also connected with an app, so you can like schedule.
Yeah, that one's like 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours,
Yeah.
but you're just right up top.
Right.
That's good though.
That's like I think Ocean Breeze is the scent.
Smells good.
That does smell good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Cool.
I actually, when I ordered it, I thought I was getting a car diffuser, but apparently they don't make those.
Just put it in your cup holder.
Right? Yeah. No, if I didn't have 7 Red Bulls in my car already.
7.
This is a super girly. Thought there was going to be another girl here, but anyway.
Miss you, Danielle.
Heated eyelash curler. You don't know you need one until I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to other people. You don't know you need one until you use it, and then you're like, this is what I've been missing. It's $12, and it plugs into, what is it, the C port?
Yeah.
USB-C.
And so I keep it in my car, plugged in, and ready to go. This thing is going to be a really good stocking stuffer for women this year.
Does it hold a charge, or does it have to be plugged in?
It has to be plugged in, so that's kind of annoying. But I mean, I have a Type C, and I just plug it in anywhere. Oh, you
Fuck
can also
everybody.
plug it into your phone to get the charge.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. And then whenever it heats up, it's white. So
And your phone is always near you, so your phone's basically a battery bank for it.
right, yeah. And I've tried to burn my eyelids with it. You cannot burn.
Oh shit.
So
Fuck everybody. Girl used to have fake eyelashes, and she made me pay for them and get done all the time.
that's like $250 plus a
Every
tip.
other week, and I got her a lip flip.
Damn, Steve.
Off camera, you have to tell us who this is. I'm sure I know who it is, but I just want to know the name.
I also want pictures to see if it's worth it.
She was hot.
Hey, she better
I
have
don't
for
know
all
who
that
it is.
for everything you were doing.
Now I don't know who it is.
Oh.
Okay, so we got some blue light blocking glasses. These are probably my favorite. I get a lot on TikTok to review, and these are the most high quality and the best that fit my face, and they're freaking adorable. Like, I put on a new persona when I'm wearing them. Yeah. Oh, $18 on flash sale right now. They're usually $25.
Bet. I saw that TikTok. That was dope.
You did?
Yep.
Yeah, sweet. Have I done this one? The Fantic electric screwdriver?
What?
What?
You know that's what the kid used today to steal something.
You're fucking with me right now.
Good. How can he afford one?
He stole it.
That makes sense.
At the place that I was at, the kid
Did they
stole.
sell these?
Yeah, and the kid stole it off the shelf, opened it up, used it to then steal the other items he was stealing.
Okay, so the fact that the guy was sitting there for so long and letting him just rummage around, he's in the wrong.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Who goes and fucking goes to the food court, gets a pizza or whatever the fuck he was eating, and then says and then just ignores the kid.
It's called neglect. But let me show y'all how this thing goes. Okay, so
Or it was called, hey, go steal some shit. But not on Joe's watch.
Nope.
so you got 50 different bits,
Jesus Christ.
and they're magnetic, so easy to pop back in. And you have both rotations
She's teaching us how to steal, guys.
with lights. So, yeah, this is going to be like a really good gift for anyone that loses
steal.
all of their shit.
For any thief.
Right.
For all you
much is it?
thieves out there.
It's $40.
Oh, okay.
Or free if you
Free 99, baby.
steal it.
Free 99.
And I think
Funny story.
and Philly sheets
Ooh.
for a California King,
Okay.
$15.
What?
Wow.
$15, and then they get cheaper the smaller bed that you get.
Yeah,
I
that's
slept
not
on
Cali.
those last night. They're cooling, breathable, good sheets for $15. You just can't beat that. So
Yeah.
I have a twin.
you have a twin bed.
No. You think I'm getting all that ass in the twin bed?
Well, you gotta cuddle.
Come close.
I forgot about this one. I can't smell anything right now.
Jeez.
What is
I'm
it?
sorry.
It is a. It says it's unisex, but I think it's a woman's perfume. It is STTES, Brazilian Summers. It gives me like rich people on the beach vibes. Like,
Yeah.
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 Kinda.
This is definitely a fruity.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is more for a woman.
I love it. Usually
No,
when
I
it
definitely.
I could see myself wearing it though.
It smells kind of like Givenchy back in the day. Did y'all ever smell that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't think it's similar? Maybe.
Pistachio, almond, something I can't pronounce, jasmine, sandalwood, and caramel. Caramel.
$20.
That ain't bad.
It's a big bottle.
And it smells like a high luxury in perfume, not like a body mist from Bed Bath & Beyond or Bath and Body Works, whatever that is. All right, that's all I got for y'all.
All right. Thank you so much, Kay. Careful with those thighs. Those
I
thighs.
thought you were
And
talking
the
about
crack.
these
No,
thighs.
no,
Under thighs.
not the stick ones.
My hairy legs.
I got some other shit, but I don't really want to get to it.
Do we want to do the hot take? Just the one?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
How are we looking for time? Is that about it?
We're at about 1:43,
Okay.
but a little bit less because it was like 10 minutes of like just random talk time. So like $1.30. Real quick, I'll just go over new music real quick. I don't know if you guys saw, but Tyler the Creator just dropped a new song for his new album. Do you know who Tyler the Creator is?
I do, but I don't understand the music video.
Oh, okay, so you know who he is.
I do, yes.
Complete art. There's a music video, and there was a trailer for the music video, and then there was
That's what I saw.
and then there's a music video, and then there's a vinyl video, which was like a preview for the whole album, where he takes certain inserts from the album and he plays them, or excerpts from the album, and then there is a a tour trailer, I believe. But he released like 4 videos, and they're all in the same character, of the same cadence and whatnot. He's taking on a new character, Tyler's.
Is it Halloween theme?
Kind of, because he has a pretty much a mask of his face.
It's like the plague, bubonic. What is that? Plague?
Bubonic plague.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a lot of consonants.
And I mean, the music itself. I listened to the song all the way through, and it's not typical Tyler. It's something different. It sounds like a mix between, for Tyler fans, it's a mix between Cherry Bomb and Igor.
He's whispering a lot.
Yeah. That was in the trailer. On the actual song that came out, I wish I could play it, but I don't want to get demonetized or whatever. But I'll play it later. The actual song that the video, it's about how he can't be comfortable because he's constantly feeling like he's being watched.
Wow.
So it's kind of suspenseful. There are a lot of fan theories, but he released his tour schedule. He's going to be touring from almost every 2 days from February to September of next year. So he's going to be touring for a lot of next year. He's going to Australia, Europe. He's all over the United States, a little bit of Canada. It's going to be everywhere. So it's going to be a very busy boy, but I'm excited for that album to come out. It's coming out later this month. I believe it's the 28th is when it's going to come out.
Nice.
Besides that, I think Venom.
Yeah, another busy guy that's right now. Tom Hardy. They already did a premiere for the Venom 3 Last Dance, which has very good reviews on it. Like a lot of people are saying, it's a nice little thriller, funny, good action. Because when the first trailer came out, a lot of people, I was confused. Like I didn't understand the story on it. But as now the more trailers come out and more reviews are coming out, I'm excited to see it. So I'm gonna go see it on Sunday, right after work. So, of course, IMAX. I gotta go see it in IMAX.
Did that Craven movie come out yet, or is that
No, that one's coming out later. I think later in December. I think either December or January.
And because those are both Spider-Man villains, are they going to have some sort of connection?
So
the movie's going to tie into each
the
other.
Venom, I believe what they were talking about is they're gonna try to throw the Venom into Spider-Man, but I don't know if it's gonna be on because we just got confirmation that Spider-Man 4 is gonna happen with Tom Holland. Or, is that his name right? Tom Holland. Yes, they're working on it right now. But I don't know if Venom's gonna be in there because part of Venom did go into Tom Holland's universe. So that might interact into that, but we don't know yet.
And wasn't there a character that went from the MCU and landed into like Morbius?
Yes.
And
Oh, you're
Morbius,
talking about the Vulture, right?
right? And Morbius is in a different
It's in the Sony universe.
the
Pretty
Sony
much.
universe, which
Yeah.
would be is it the Amazing Spider-Man or
Yes,
is it
the Amazing Spider-Man.
The Amazing
Yeah.
Spider-Man with Daniel whatever.
No, Andrew
Andrew
Garfield.
Garfield. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have a Spider-Man, and I think Venom is in that same universe too, right?
Yes.
So Venom is in that universe. Craven, Morbius, and there's one more.
Madam Web.
Madam Web.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of confusing when you go into it. It's just because Marvel couldn't buy everybody. They got all the Fantastic Four, X-Men. They just couldn't get everybody, and Sony pretty much still makes profit off of Marvel, like Tom Holland's Spider-Man, because they still own the rights to Spider-Man. So pretty much. But I'm excited to see it. If everybody goes to see it, go see it because Tom Hardy is a great actor. He does great with the Venom. Even though Venom 2 wasn't as great as the first one, but I feel like they're gonna make a redemption on this one because you get to see what's his name, Noel. He's pretty much the creator of all the symbiotes. He's like a symbiote god, pretty much. He makes a small appearance. He doesn't make it's like a little small cameo. He's not going to be in the entire movie. He's not the villain of the movie, but like I said, I don't know the gist of it, but I'm excited to go see it. So
Cool.
yeah, for sure.
When you say go see it, like you're gonna sit in a movie theater.
Yeah.
Oh yuck! You have to wear pants there. I'll just wait 3 weeks for it to come out.
As opposed to what, shorts? I mean, yeah.
No, you have to like wear like you can't be naked and watch it in your
Yeah,
the
I'm
comfort
not
of your own
I'm
home.
not,
You
I'm
wanna
not a
go.
movie theater guy.
No. And then if you have to potty, you can't pause it. No. And it smells like popcorn.
Yeah, I hate movie theaters.
Everything's sticky.
Yeah.
So I will say that I agree with you for the most part, except, and you're new to this area, have you ever been to an Imagine Theater?
Still.
No, I don't.
So in Portage,
Like you could give me a back massage while I watch the movie. I'm out.
so in Portage, which is what, 20, it's probably 20 minutes from here maybe?
Yeah.
Imagine Theater. My wife and I go on Tuesdays because
it's $5.
$5, no matter what time of day. Each showing is $5, and you get free popcorn. But all the seats are recliners, like big leather recliners that are heated, and are they cooled as well or just heated?
They're cold as well.
And you have like a really big wide space, and so we like it.
And
It's very
and,
clean.
and trays.
And trays. You can actually order food, and they'll bring it into during the movie. They'll bring it to you in your seat.
A place like that.
It's a very clean theater, definitely cleaner than any AMC that I've ever been to.
I just prefer to
just
watch
super
shit
nice.
in my own room.
It's super nice.
Well,
they got a
the
bar,
nice-
they got a piano playing.
Well, the
they got,
nicer
like,
AMCs are more like
the ones in the city. Yeah, I've been
the
at nice ones too. But around here, all the AMCs are just
absolutely.
clearly have been neglected since they opened.
Yeah.
And they are sticky and gross. And the AMCs around here, I don't like to go to. But the Imagine is actually.
If I had if I had to choose between the theater, I would do it. But like I said, I'm an A-list at AMC, so I pay a subscription to see 3 movies for free each week. So
Oh, so you're like a avid movie goer.
I do. I sometimes go by myself. Like I don't mind doing
My
it.
husband loves the movie theater, so he's always trying to get me to see movies. I'm like, no.
I don't like watching
Go to
movies. I'd
Imagine.
rather watch
Compromise.
a series.
Or we could compromise and I could get my way. That's how marriage works.
One other movie
I
theater
would.
question I have
love
for you. When you were in Texas, do you guys ever go to a drive-in movie?
No.
Have you ever been to one?
No.
So we have, I mean, it's closed now for the season, but it'll open back up in April. There's one in Valpo, which is about 35 minutes from here.
Yeah.
Is that short for something longer?
Valparaiso.
Okay, because I saw it on the thing and I was like, I think that's what people are talking about. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard anyone call it Valparaiso.
Right?
Everyone says
Yeah. Because
Valpo.
yeah.
But they have a drive-in movie theater there that I've been going to since I was a kid. And that's really fun. And that's $10 a person. It's 2 movies. You can bring in all the food and drinks you want. You can sit in your car. You can bring chairs. You can do whatever. A lot of people, you can take off your pants. People definitely partake in some sexual activities there if you want to.
I did once. I told the story on a previous
With
pod.
that girl.
Yeah.
No. This is when I lived in Arizona, and she was a rather large girl, and she wanted to get in the back seat, and we barely fit, and it was bad. And then I forgot that when you open the car door, the lights come on. So when it was time to make a move, she opened the door while she was still on top of me, pressed up against me because it was a tight fit, and everyone saw her squeezing and trying to finagle her way off to get out of the car.
I am only on this podcast to listen to your sexual stories from now on. Like,
so
that's
many.
why I'm going to show up.
I have so many. I couldn't sit here and just we could chill and talk for maybe 3-4 hours, and I have so many.
It's funny because was it the Glendale 8?
Yeah.
So I messed
lived
around in that same drive-in movie theater.
Yeah.
In Arizona.
Brothers.
Yeah.
No, I just went to
We
go visit.
actually can I say it?
Spit Brothers.
Yeah, we don't have to say names.
All right, we're almost like Eskimo brothers
We were almost Eskimo
What's
brothers.
Eskimo Brothers?
before we met.
When 2 people have sex with the same person.
At the
but-
same time?
No.
Definitely, like-
Just like
Okay.
He dated a girl that I was like super interested in and almost dated.
So one's a train, one's a...
Yeah.
train is at the same time, and Eskimo is just at some point you're
Yeah.
both like, oh yeah.
But we found out, like, in the establishment where we worked, we saw that person, and I was like, and he's like, and I was like, wait, you? And he's like, nigga, you? And I was like, well, he didn't say that.
Poor.
Yeah, I definitely did not say that.
Okay, so, no, I didn't fuck her, but
Yeah.
Wait, so
should've.
then you're so y'all
We're
almost.
almost.
brothers. Yeah. Yeah.
But it was funny because the timelines were so close. It was like once I was done dating
So
her,
she just likes free dinner.
when I was done dating her, he had a situation with her like maybe, I don't know, a month or so later, a
Yeah.
couple months later.
And we didn't even know each other.
No, and this was before we started working together. And then we started working together, and then she came in one day.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, that was my ex," and he was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, my ex just walked by." He's like, "It wasn't that girl, was it?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Wait." And we started telling her stories.
And then she ignored you both.
No. I saw her recently. She's doing good in life. She still wants to fuck.
She got
Is that your 1 a.m. appointment?
No.
her dad comes in too to where we work, and I never met him. I never met her family. Her and I only dated for a couple months, so I never got to the point to meet her family. But I see her dad, and I always think like it's obviously I'm never gonna say it, but in the back of my head, I'm always thinking like, you don't even know.
That
You
could have
don't
been my
even know.
dude.
An ex is my dad. Like I love him. He's one of my favorite people that comes in and he says hi every single time. He's not even really like an ex. Like her and I, we just like messed around a little bit. We never like officially dated. But yeah, I always think like, what if he was like really my father-in-law?
Dad?
He's so cool. He's so cool. And her mom is really cool. She's really cool. It just didn't work out. So who knows?
Well, that's cool. Speaking of Joe, I'm pretty sure she's okay, but I remember the fiasco with Nutmeg.
God. Yes. Were you here last week?
Yes.
So I rush home and I'm like, so what's going on? How is she? And she's like, oh, I think she's okay. And I'm like, all right, so where's the blood? Where did the possum get her? She's like, well, I don't think the possum bit her. And I was like, okay, good. Where did the possum scratch her? Well, I don't think it really scratched her either. I was like, so what was that all about? She's like, well, I don't know. There was just like they were near each other and they seemed to be like going back and forth. And I don't know. I got freaked out. And I'm like, so you just like made me rush home, like worried that like I got to take the dog to the vet, emergency vet. And they weren't even, she's like, well, I don't know. It happened really fast. And so I grabbed Nutmeg and I like looked her over. She was completely fine. There was nothing wrong with her. Not even like, there was not even like a wet spot where like maybe its mouth would have like grabbed her fur or nothing. Like nothing like that. She was completely fine.
Pregnancy hormones are weird.
Now the possum was still there when I got home, so
I did see the snaps on that.
yeah, I did post on my Snapchat the possum sitting in my backyard. It was like a medium. It was like kind of a smaller possum.
Dude, he was giving that mean mug like.
I think he was probably freaked out because the dog just got in his fucking face, and so he was.
Some ladies yelling.
And then my wife said she ran outside. And just picked her up, and she's so pregnant. And she ran inside the house, but the possum didn't move from where it originally was. And then I realized I have string lights across my backyard, and so my backyard's pretty well lit. And I realized the possum probably can't fucking see because they're nocturnal. So I'm like, oh. So I turned the lights off,
And the motherfucker's moving.
and then I turned the lights back on half hour later, and it was gone. And then I put a brick because I know where in the fence where it dips down a little bit, so I know that's where he's coming because I've seen a possum leave through that same hole. So I put a brick there, and then we have another spot where it's a little bit low. So I bought some like little like lattice fencing thing that I'm gonna put in there because then the next couple days we've had rabbits in our yard. And I'm like, what is with all these animals like running into our yard? Don't they know there's a fucking dog that's been living here for 5 years? They gotta keep the animals out.
Shit,
Also
Maverick would
doing his
love
job.
for all the animals to come so he could fuck them all up. Because that he like I hate it. Squirrels, fucking dogs. He just goes nuts. Like he wants to fight everybody.
Someone I work with replied to my Snapchat about Nutmeg and the possum outside. He replied, and he's like, "Oh, I should bring my dogs over. Their kill count is in like the 40s." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Something to brag about.
He's like, "Yeah, they like to just shred the bunnies in half. Like they each grab an end and they end up just shredding the." And I'm like, "That's awful. Like I would hate that." He's like, "Yeah, my wife doesn't really like it." I'm like, "Well, yeah." Like just having animals ripped apart in your backyard.
Hey, buddy, come back, and you just see blood all over his fucking mouth, like
I had
or a bunny's leg just hanging.
Okay, so this reminds me, and it may be my Serbian neighbor. But last year, I don't remember. Maybe it was this spring actually. I come outside and there was a decapitated bunny in my yard.
Oh fuck!
like clean cut.
Clean head.
That's
clean cut.
I don't know. I don't want to put that on Serbian
And
people.
so I'm like, did my Serbian neighbor like rip this bunny's head off or cut its head off and throw
We
its
don't want your
carcass?
fucking cookies.
Yeah. And so Dee and I were about to leave. Or no, I was about to leave, but Dee was still in the house sleeping. And I texted my neighbor across the street and I said, and I had to go to work. And I didn't have time to take care of it. I was going to leave for work. And I said, hey, can you please come over and dispose of this rabbit before Dee wakes up? Because she'll freak out if she sees a dead bunny in the yard with its head missing. So he came over and got rid of it. So she didn't have to see it. But.
So I'm getting kind of irritated by this skeleton. Like, can you just put your arm around Kay? God damn it! He's like trying to do that little.
Gonna give me a head massage.
Like, I feel like he's trying to do that move where you like.
That's how my husband got me.
Oh.
Yeah.
In a movie theater?
It wasn't a movie.
That's why you hate movie theaters.
Yeah.
Last time you were there, he punked your ass.
He said, "You're coming home with me."
Yep.
All right, y'all. Thank you. It was a vibe. It was real. This is the panel. They call me Swell. Before you guys do anything else, please hit that subscription button and like this video. Like it, love it, or hate it. Give us feedback and throw us topics in the comments below. We shall see you guys soon.
Peace.
Bye.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
I love it.